Hey guys, this week we're going to be talking about the top 10 weirdest planes ever built in existence.
Number 10.
The Avro was a Beetle aircraft developed by Avro Canada Aircraft Limited. The aircraft was part of a secret US military project carried out in the early years of the Cold War. The Avro was intended to exploit the Concorde effect to provide lift and thrust from the single turboprop engine, blowing exhaust out of the rim of the disc-shaped aircraft to provide anticipated VTOL-like performances. Later during its testing, the project was scrapped due to weak performances and unreliable use.
Number 9.
The VAL V-173 was designed by Charles H. Zimmerman. It was an American experimental test aircraft built as part of the VAL XF-5U World War II United States Navy flying aircraft program. The V-173 featured an unorthodox, all-wing design consisting of a flat, somewhat disc-shaped body serving as a lifting surface, and two piston engines buried in the body for propelling the aircraft. The plane is often nicknamed the Flying Pancake because of its unusual flat body looking like a pancake.
Number 8.
The Blohm Voss BV-141 was a World War II German tactical reconnaissance aircraft. It is notable for its uncommon structural asymmetry for having the engine mounted with the wings on the one side of the plane and the caucus on the other. Although the Blohm Voss BV-141 performed well, it was never ordered into full-scale production.
Number 7.
Aerospace Lines Inc. is an American manufacturer which made its name for itself by converting the Boeing 377 Stratford Cruiser into the famous Guppy line of airplanes. They were re-engineered solely for the purpose of transporting oversized cargo such as space exploration vehicles for NASA. Through the years, the plane was being used to transport more stuff like airplane parts, large vehicles, and cargo. Its body shape is truly what stands out, for it can be seen standing out from the rest of the pack in pretty much any way.
Number 6.
The Scale Composite Model 339 Spaceship 2 or SS2 is an air-launched suborbital spaceplane type designed for space tourism. The way it works is that Spaceship 2 is carried to its launch altitude by Scale Composite White Knight 2 before being released to fly into the upper atmosphere powered by its rocket engines. It then glides back to the Earth and performs a conventional runway landing. Virgin Galactic plans to operate a fleet of 5 Spaceship 2s. The projected ticket price for a flight on one of these planes would set you back $250,000 US.
Number 5.
The Concorde is a turbojet-powered supersonic passenger jet airline that featured a maximum speed of over twice the speed of sound at Mach 2.4 with seating for 92 to 128 passengers. First flown in 1969, the Concorde entered service in 1976 and continued commercial flight for 27 years. The Concorde was jointly developed and produced by Aerospatiale and the British Aircraft Corporation under the Anglo-French Treaty. The Concorde's name reflected the development agreement between the United Kingdom and France. The Concorde was retired in 2003 due to general downturn in the commercial aviation industry, the September 11th terrorist attacks, and the decision by Airbus, the successor firm of Aerospatiale and British Aerospace Corporation, to discontinue maintenance support. The Concorde was known as one of the great triumphant mega marvels of our time.
Number 4.
The TSR-2 was a cancelled Cold War strike and reconnaissance aircraft developed by the British Aircraft Corporation for the Royal Air Force in the late 1950s and early 60s. It was intended to provide high-altitude, high-speed standoff, side-looking radar, stealth imagery, and signal intelligence reconnaissance. Some of the most advanced aviation technology of the period was incorporated in order to make it the highest performing aircraft in the world as its projected mission, but due to rising costs and uncertainty, the program was scrapped by the government in 1965.
Number 3.
The Lockheed SR-70 is a long-range Mach 3 strategic reconnaissance aircraft that was operated by the United States Air Force. It was developed as a block project from the Lockheed A-12 reconnaissance aircraft in the 1960s. The SR-71 served with the U.S. Air Force from 1964 to 1998. A total of 32 aircraft were built, 12 were lost in accident, and none lost in enemy action. The SR-71 has been given several nicknames including Blackbird and Habu. It has held the world record for the fastest air-breathing manned aircraft since 1976.
Number 2.
Not much was said about this plane since it was kept in secrecy for so many years, but it's called the VVA-14. The plane was a wing-in ground effect aircraft developed by the Soviet Union during the 1970s. Designed to be able to take off from the water and fly at high speeds over long distances, it was to make true flight at high altitude, but also have capability to fly efficiently just above the sea surface using aerodynamic ground effect. They built 2 of these models, only one is still in existence.
Number 1.
And for our last plane, you guessed it, it's a Russian plane. The Lun-class Aero plane was designed as a ground effect vehicle designed by a Russian aerospace company and used by the Soviet and Russian Navy from 1987 until sometime in the late 1990s. It flew using the lift generated by the ground effect of its large wings when close to the surface of the water, about 4 meters or less. It was powered with 8 NK-87 turbofans mounted on the front of the plane, and it was mounted with 2 missile launchers on its back hull with a payload of 6 Mk missiles. They built 3 models and only one is still in existence. Thanks everybody for watching this video and keep peaching on. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos.